Happy quarantine, guys. What's up? I'm Ed, and today I'm reviewing a movie late. It is called Knives Out. Now, Knives Out is written and directed by Rian Johnson. He did the movie Looper back a few years ago, and he also written and directed Star Wars Episode 8: The Last Jedi. Love it or hate it, I think he's a very talented filmmaker. Now, Knives Out, in case you're living under a rock, is a whodunit movie. It's basically like Clue. It's a family of a very wealthy man who is killed. So a detective, played by Daniel Craig, very brilliantly, although his accent was a little off for me. The detective's trying to figure out who killed the grandfather. Now, going into this, I was pretty excited. I like murder mysteries. I've watched my fair share of Forensic Files and stuff like that, but this is a movie. I like mysteries movies too, and but the direction it went in was very different. The writing is very strong in this movie. It's probably one of the best written movies of last year. This will have to take Aladdin's place in my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. This takes Aladdin's place. Yeah. Sorry, Genie. This cast is just stellar. And we got Chris Evans, we got Daniel Craig, we got Jamie Lee Curtis, Christopher Plummer, the nurse, I can't remember her name, but she was in Blade Runner 2049, and she was great. She carries this movie. And and also Michael Shannon, he's in it too, and he was great. Just the whole cast brings their A game, and the directing's really good. You spend basically the majority of the movie in this mansion, and even though it's a mansion, you get this claustrophobic feeling, kind of like the first Saw, how you spend the majority of the movie in the bathroom. So you get this claustrophobic feeling, you're on the edge of your seat, and as I said about the writing, the direction they go in about who killed the grandfather, it's very interesting how they do it, and that the information that they feed you early on to kind of throw a screwball at you. So you're still scratching your head wait, but if that is that, then if this is this, maybe he did it, or she did it, or they did it, and, it raises a lot of questions. And I'm not going to say I fully guessed who the killer was, but he was in my list of suspects. So it was a fun movie, too. It wasn't anxiety attacks fucking Uncut Gems, but it was thrilling in a fun way, and it was a very good movie. Now, my only little problem with it, going back to Daniel Craig, his performance was great. His accent was a little bit off for me. I know he's supposed to sound like he's from Kentucky, but because he's British and he has such a thick British accent, it sounded like a mixture of British and Southern. Like a Southern British person, if that makes sense. So his accent threw me off a few times, but not the whole time. Like when he first starts talking, I'm like the what? And then like a few times in the middle, but by the end of the movie, it grew on me. I'm just saying, like, first time watching, like, towards the beginning of his character introduction and the little times in the middle, like, his accent was off. But his performance was great all around. He's one of the standouts. It's okay, Jake. Sorry, my dog's whining. And I don't know how B on rewatchability. I mean, as much as I love mysteries and movie twists, like I'm a big Saw fan, obviously. But those movies, they have a certain rhythm that's fun to watch over and over again. I don't know if this movie will have that same rhythm that'll be fun to watch over and over again. I mean, it'll be fun to show people the movie. But yeah, and some characters are kind of pointless. Like they're just there. Like they didn't really have anything to drive the plot forward that much. I mean, they help the plot a little bit, but you could have just used this character or that character. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. I don't want to spoil anything because this is a movie you should know the very littlest about. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna give Knives Out a B+. Check it out on demand. I know we're going through a rough time in quarantine right now, and we might be scared, we might be feeling lonely, claustrophobic, and cabin fever, but spend time with family, spend time watching movies, also spend time with God, like, God loves us, and He's gonna get us through this, and this will all be over soon. Alright? I love you guys. Until next time, I'm Ed Giltonan, the world's most amateur movie critic.